Hello, CFA Nation, Gabe,
Nick,
and we are here for another installment of Cricket
Tuesday. What installment are you talking about? We're doing a reaction, and I was thinking we're getting ahead for the next week or something like this. Cricket reaction, baby. Cricket reaction, not cricket.
We're here for another cricket reaction. Nick, what are we reacting to, cousin?
So I came across this video, and I thought it was perfect for us because we always are questioning the laws. We're always wondering, is this a law? Is that a law? We think it is. We're not exactly sure. There's so many of them out there. Right. Cricket has lots and lots of laws. If you're new to cricket, how are you doing? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Cricket for Americans. A couple of knuckleheads talking about cricket. We appreciate that. Lots of laws out there, and they're not rules. As Gabe says all the time, they are laws. You don't mess around. You can lose your paycheck by breaking one of these laws. It's not even a joke. So Simply has a video called The Most Bizarre and Weird Cricket Rules. They said rules. How dare they? It's laws. So we're going to go ahead and check out this video. We're going to see, first of all, do we know any of these rules or laws? Right. Second of all, are we going to understand them? Because it's called weird. If a cricket fan is calling them weird and bizarre, they must be messed up, right? So that's what we're out today.
Here's the thing. I would venture to guess, not just the fans, there's rules that players don't know in professional sports. So I'm sure there's laws that cricketers don't know. And it comes to mind, the biggest bonehead play ever in the NFL was Donovan McNabb literally taking a knee to go into overtime after they've already had an overtime because he didn't realize the game could end in a tie. Because it hadn't happened. It so seldomly happens, right? Mind you, there was a tie actually this year already in the NFL, but that really doesn't happen. And you're a professional quarterback and you've been playing in the league for 10 years and you didn't know that? But let's be real. We've all gotten new jobs, right? We've all gotten new jobs. How many of you guys actually read through your manual? I'll wait. I'm sure Han Solo did. But just so he could troll his bosses, you know what I mean? But really, they give you this big thing. You think they don't know? It's like when you go buy a car. That's why they give you all that fine. I'm not reading all that. No. Of course, you should probably read it. But who has time for that? All right, especially since they make it so difficult to read. All right, and think about it. There's so many laws in cricket, Nick, and even ground rules that are different. I saw one and I was gonna say the weirdest one I've seen is that if a ball hits the spider, the wall, you know what I mean, the spider camera or whatever that's up there on the catwalk or whatever, it just becomes it's a dead ball and they redo the ball. What? If I'm the bowler, that just cost me a bullet out of my arm. All right, I got to go in and bowl another one. That's an advantage, I would say, for the hitter because now I've got to redo that ball in the over. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like I had to go through the run up. I had to go through every ball puts stress on that bowler's arm, right? So I think that's an obscure rule, but I don't like it. I would say, you know what? Then that ball's just gone. That ball's gone in the over. I did my job. I got through that ball 6, or let's say ball 5, whatever. We both lose a ball. One as a hitter, one as a bowler. Why is it just replay the ball? That makes no sense to me. Does it make sense to you?
Yes. It's an unfortunate thing that doesn't happen. Does that happen every game? Does that happen every over? No.
But now, so okay. So
why should the hitter be punished?
So why should the bowler be punished?
Because the bullet. What do you mean a bullet? You act like there's only so many throws that I only have 45 total throws in my entire career. I gotta make these ones count.
Let us know at least in baseball, that's how it works. And the old adage is you only got so many bullets in that arm, okay? That's how come when pitchers come out, especially relievers, once they get past a certain threshold, they know, okay, that reliever who's not used to throwing a lot of pitches, once he gets to 24, 25, you're done. A reliever in his 30 pitches, he's done. He's going to get cooked. He's going to get rocked. Join Dinda Academy. And it's the same thing for bowlers, right? I'll give you, case in point, that bowlers only have so many bullets in their arms Jofra Archer. When I was watching Jofra Archer, I was like, man, this guy's amazing. He's one of the best bowlers ever. This guy, and everybody was like, Gabe, he's good for 10 overs. He's not a bowler. Because what happens after 10 overs? He gets rocked. All right? He joins Dinda Academy because he loses.
Because a ball hit a camera. Is that why he got injured?
No.
And he had to throw an extra ball, and that extra ball is what got him injured?
Let us know.
You're being ridiculous.
Let us know in the comments, who do you agree with? With me or Nick? Should it?
No. Not with the idea that they shouldn't be throwing too much. You started this way saying that if it hits a camera, they should have to throw it again.
They shouldn't. So who should it go? Who should be penalized for that? The batter or the bowler? My thing is,
it's bowling one extra time. If you can't handle 24 balls, they should take away the wide. They should take away the no ball. They should take away the extra.
Exactly.
That's an extra ball in their arm.
Exactly. Look at all those things. That is what? Detrimental to the bowler. And yet the hitter needs another crutch.
If you don't want to throw it again, throw it straight next time. The wide nonsense.
Should we put it on a tee for them, Nick? Should we bowl underhanded? By the way, we do not condone bowling underhanded. As we know, that's a huge controversy.
You can't throw 24 plus balls. If you can't bowl 24 plus balls in a match in T20, we'll find someone else that will do it, okay? We don't want to hurt your precious limited bullet arms, for crying out loud. You're out of control.
Spoken like a fan of hitters.
Spoken like a man who has a brain and uses it. We're going to go ahead and check out this video. Gabe is out of control. You guys can answer his question. I already know that I'm right. It's as simple as that, because it's absolutely ridiculous. It's not even funny. So maybe it's on here. Maybe it's on here. We're gonna find out.
It's got to be.
It's so ridiculous. Here we go. It's so crazy.
Cricket is always played as a gentleman's game, no matter what the rules of cricket say. But there are some rare incidents that have given.
Of course, Stuart Broad would be involved.
Weird rules of the game. Today at Simply Chuma, we are going to talk about the 10 most bizarre and weird rules.
Bad call he made, maybe? He didn't know the law?
Simply Chuma creates not less than 3 videos a week, and we would love your appreciation in the form of subscription and you hitting the bell icon.
Man, 3 videos a week. I'd be like you when I grow up.
The channel has posted a video. Now for the list. Number 10, Spirit of Cricket. You cannot have more than 2 fielders behind the square on the leg side in all forms of the game. This is done keeping in mind the spirit of the game. Because the bowler can have fielders on both sides behind the batsman and can keep on delivering bouncers, which could cause physical harm to the batsman. Number 9, aerial stoppage is equal to a dead ball.
Me neither.
Whether technology is
aerial stoppage
will always be a haunting topic for every generation to discuss. But cricket has an answer to this question.
That's the rule.
If a ball hits the spider cam floating over the ground,
are you kidding me?
It is considered a dead ball, even if it is a sure shot 6 or catch.
There you go.
Similarly, Dockland Stadium in Australia is covered with roof. So if a ball hits the roof, it is given as a dead ball. Charity game between Australia and World 11.
I can't believe this was one of the rules they mentioned.
It's bro, I think it's so weird, so obscure.
But you only saw it from the bowler side. What if you get a surefire 6?
Number 8,
nope.
Body before wicket.
I didn't think about that.
A batsman is pronounced leg before wicket even if the ball makes contact with the body of the batsman and not necessarily the leg, effectively making it a body before wicket rule. The only criteria is his part of the body should be in front of the stumps. Tendulkar's weird LBW decision by Daryl Hare is a classic example.
Yeah,
that makes sense, though. Yeah, because if it's in line, I don't care if it hits your body or your pads.
Just crouch so you can avoid the rule. I have no problem with that. Oh, I love the celebration.
Number 7, rules are rules.
Look at this kid. I love him.
The rule of mowing the grass on the pitch before the start of play every single day. Obviously, this rule works well on pitches with a decent covering of grass. Believe it or not, though, the pitch that doesn't boast of even a strand of grass is mowed too, every single day. In such cases, the blade is set a little high so that it doesn't touch the surface at all, for the blade can damage the grassless pitch. Nobody seems to be too bothered about asking, what is the purpose of this mowing? Why waste manpower, energy, and time
Seriously.
indulging in such a senseless act?
Okay.
Number 6. Out or not out, one should appeal.
I know that
Umpire can
rule.
declare the batsman out
You appeal every
only
time.
if the fielding team appeals. So it doesn't matter if the batsman is out or not. One should always appeal.
Absolutely.
Number
That's a
5,
Shane Warne
leave
appeal
it
right there. I
out.
could tell even from behind him.
After a
Can't hit the
batsman
ball
is
twice. I know
lifted
that
out,
one.
the captain of the fielding team
Yeah,
can
we knew
withdraw
that
the
one.
appeal, but only with the consent of the umpire. Withdrawing of appeal shows the spirit of the game is not lost. Number 4, the emergency. Very
Yes.
recently, a rule was introduced which prohibited players from taking a break from play for reasons other than injury or illness. But this led to something very comical in an under 16 match.
Oh,
A kid
no.
needed to relieve himself urgently, but the umpires, adhering to the rules, refused flatly. The kid requested his captain to field with 10 players for an over, but the captain didn't pay heed either.
Oh,
After
wow.
a couple of overs, when it was simply impossible to control the call any longer, the kid lowered his trousers and relieved himself on the boundary ropes. After this incident,
Wow.
players and
Heathen.
umpires decided to find a way around the rule. Now, instead of asking
Oh,
for
now
a new
you
break,
want to listen.
players ask for medical attention despite them and the umpire knowing that the real reason is something else.
They ask for medical that is
Number
medical
3,
attention.
no bails.
Absolutely.
Did you know that cricket can be played without bails? Yes, it is within the permit of the laws of cricket. The most
What?
recent incident was on June 9, 2017, when Afghanistan played against West Indies and heavy winds made it impossible for the bails to be placed on the
okay.
stumps. Hence, the captains, along with the umpires, decided to do without them. Number 2, striking deals.
How do you get wickets
Forfeiting
then?
innings of a test match. You can forfeit an entire innings of a test. One famous incident that occurred in the past was between England and South Africa in 2000. Rain played spoilsport and South African captain Hansie Cronje made an offer to
Oh,
England
no.
captain Nasser Hussain to chase down 249 in 76 overs. South Africa forfeited their second innings, while England forfeited their first. This test match between South Africa and England is remembered for other reasons. The
Yeah.
forfeiting of innings turned out to be a match-fixing deal in which South African captain Hansie Cronje.
Oh, match fixing.
Number
That's
1,
exactly
Yeah,
what I was
caught
thinking.
out
What?
if the glove is not in contact with the bat. One of the rules of caught out in cricket states that a batsman cannot be ruled out if the ball hits the batsman on the glove and is caught, but the hand or the glove is not in contact with the bat. During the final test at the Lords between England and Sri Lanka in 2014 June, Rangana Herath was caught with the ball hitting his glove that was not in contact with the bat. Umpire had not ruled Herath out, but he walked away because he did not know the rule. The umpire made it clear that the batsman had walked away of his own volition.
And that means you're out.
Hope you enjoyed
I
this
know that
video.
rule.
Yep.
We would like to thank all our fans for their constant support and love.
Ooh.
We provide more interesting, informative, and fun videos on various topics. And we would
Listen. That is interesting. The umpire knows that he's not out. He didn't call him out, at least.
Right.
But you can't really say like, "Hey, I didn't call you out. Where are you going?" Because if a guy walks off on himself, then he's retiring,
Yeah.
right? He's out.
Right.
That's it. Because you can't even make the argument like, "Oh, that's messed up." Why didn't you give a heads up? Because does he have to give a heads up for both sides? No, that's what the law. Could you imagine you get back there, you're like taking off your gloves in the locker room. They're like, "Dude, why'd you do that? What do you mean? You weren't out. It hit your." Oh man, that sucks.
It's brutal.
Obviously, it happened too often, but that sucks. I'm curious about the bails though. How do you play without the bails on there? Are you just agreeing that if it hits the stumps without the bail falling off, it's a wicket?
Yes, that's what that would.
The bails have to fall off, not just hitting the stumps.
Yeah, I would think that that's the only thing that would make sense. That's me personally.
Yeah.
That let us know in the comments. I don't know. All those rules. I knew. Surprisingly, Nick, I'm impressed. We knew several of those rules, and I think that the one rule which I knew, but I kind of didn't understand the full implication of it, because I've seen in games where they'll concede an inning, right? And there's also the follow-on rule, right? Where if you put up a big enough score, I think you have to be up by 200, right? You can follow on the next team. So
in tests, yep.
but being able to agree. Now we've seen the range shortened tests or the range shortened matches where they'll only play a certain amount of overs. Nick hates that. The Duckworth Lewis, he hates that with a mat. But that's another rule. Look at us. Wow. Duckworth Lewis. But Nick, letting players make deals is exactly what I was going to say. That is too much power because now it can lead to match fixing. And before I even got it out, that was going to be my first comment. Until she
say it every 5 minutes, anyways.
I do. The match fixing comes out of my mouth all the time. To be fair, but is that not the dumbest law that is going to lead to match fixing? What am I taking crazy pills? Really?
It's a gentleman's game.
How
I think they put that in the law because who's going to agree to that? Test the ultimate form in all sports, right? The ultimate form of cricket. You have to have willpower. You have to have guts. You have to have grit to be able to be a test player. Who's going to agree to short it out? Like, no, we're good. You want to forfeit your innings, that's your problem. We're not going to.
Yeah. Especially when there's something in play where guess what? If we don't get to play the inning, we don't get to play the inning. It's called a draw. A draw, somebody, by the way, somebody compared a draw to like kissing your sister. No, a tie is like kissing your sister. A draw is like, bruh, to me, I'll take a draw, especially if you're the visiting team. A draw is short of a victory. What are you kidding me? So, bro, it's like that rule to me, because there's already the draw that can happen, makes no sense. Allowing captains to no sense. Somebody please let me know in the comments why anyone in their right mind would concede in innings. We've seen anything can happen in the innings. Thank you. Match fixing. Woo! Bro, I'm telling you, you know what we're gonna change our name from? CFA is gonna change your name to the Cricket Police. CP, baby. If something smells fishy, we dropping dimes over here. We're gonna be on the phone. Yeah. Okay, I got another one for you. No, it's not about Cricket for Us 2.0. He's good right now, but that one game, that IPL game. It looks a little sus. I don't know. How did Gautam drop that ball? Make a phone call. $1 million drop right there? Okay. Bro, I'm telling you.
How come the CP is only calling in about CSK matches? What's going on here?
Wait, I don't catch. Got to follow any of the team.
The Cricket Police is reported during the auction. How come we didn't get him? How come we paid so much?
Cricket Police right there in the auction. Yeah, I think the auctioneer went a little too quickly in that last auction. We didn't get an opportunity to go ahead and look him up. Now I can't even mess with the auctioneer because I got so much hate. Gabe killed the auctioneer. I didn't kill the auctioneer. He happened to,
close.
The universe, just
came pretty close.
The kahuli on him or whatever. They yammy on him because he wasn't doing a great job. But with that being said,
I hope he's doing well. This you're right. We did pretty good. Not gonna lie, we did pretty good. There was a few things that were scratching our head about or whatever. I'm not sure what this was. This is scratching your head, I guess. But we did okay. Let us know how you guys did it. You know all those laws. Of course, you're gonna say, yeah, I did. Be honest. And which ones did you not really know about? Which ones are the craziest one? Which ones were not mentioned here? Let us know. Comment below. Communicate with us. We'll communicate back. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
That's 6 runs.